Hi guys, Dr. Wendy Dearborn here from the Laws of Attraction in Action, and you can find me right here on Facebook in the Laws of Attraction in Action, and of course the Laws of Attraction in Action.com. Well guys, I'm here to talk to you this morning about clarity and truth, clarity and your truth, clarity and your truth. In order for you to do anything, in order for you to make a choice, and most assuredly, in order for you to consciously create the life that you want to live, you need clarity. You have to be clear on what it is that you want. In tandem with that, or hand in hand with that, joint with that, however you want to phrase it, you know, it's symbiotic. You have to have truth, and your clarity for what you're wanting has to come from a place of truth, and that's your truth. I don't know, I've been on this kick. Sometimes it feels like all my life, to be honest with you, but I've been on this kick recently where in order for you to experience your truth, it's important not to get it twisted, guys. Don't get it twisted with it always feeling good. Somewhere along the line, we have jumped on this thing where if it doesn't feel good, it isn't right. That's not true. That's not true. Everybody who has had an experience, whether it's having a baby, whether it's having an operation, whether it's having teeth done, everybody has had an experience where something doesn't feel good. I mean, like having a baby, some people that really doesn't feel good, but the end result is right. The end result is right. The end result is what you need. The end result is what you're going for. So, like I said, guys, I don't know why I'm on that kick, and I've been there for the last, I don't know how long. And I suppose until such time I work it out my system, I'm going to keep saying this. The warm and fuzzies doesn't always mean that what you are doing is wrong. Thursday is all about finding clarity, and finding clarity, once again, comes from your truth. What is it that you are truly wanting for you? What is it that you are truly wanting for you? And you see, guys, once you can answer that question, once you can answer that, then you can find your clarity. You see, having clarity around what you are wanting, and I'm talking about crystal clear clarity around what you are wanting, will assist and support you in taking the steps, making the steps, carving, creating, whatever it is you need to do to get there. Now, as my sister Olivia says, she's always like, nano steps, baby steps. And guys, baby steps are, well, baby steps, quantum leaps, however it shows up in your world. The name of the game is clarity will give you the tools to create the steps that you need to take so you can move forward. There's nothing more gratifying than you having an idea, or you having something that you want, and you've thought about this idea, and there's nothing more gratifying than taking the steps and you see it manifesting or unfolding before your eyes. And you see it unfolding before your eyes, knowing that it's unfolding, one, because it's something that you've wanted. Two, it's because you've taken action. Three, it's because you're clear on it. Four, because you believe, and because you're believing, you're going to receive. So guys, clarity is huge in your life. Clarity is huge, and conscious clarity is something that is really needed. To be consciously clear on what it is that you are doing, to be consciously clear on what it is that you're wanting, to be consciously clear of how you are being passionate, or your thought process. Guys, this work that we do all of us, this work that we do, this life that we are living is predicated on the thoughts that we have and the choices that we make based on the thoughts that we have. This is our life. And while that might be or sound like an oversimplification, it's not. Our lives are based on what we think. Our lives are based on the choices that we make based on what we think. And it truly is as simple as that. And the clearer you become about how life unfolds for you, and everybody's unique. You know, everybody's unique. Everybody has their own unique experience. Everybody. The one thing that is the same for everybody, we all have 1,440 minutes in a day. We all have to make choices. We all came here making choices. We all came here for a purpose. We are all living our purpose, whether or not we do it consciously or unconsciously. It's the nature of the God within us to see that we do that. So guys, we all come here with the same air to breathe, etc., etc. Most of us, unless you were born in a test tube, most of us came here the same way. So there are many things that are the same. That being said, one of the things that you need, or two of the things that you need to make your life the way that you want it, is your truth and your clarity. They go hand in hand. And again, like I said, I'm on that kick. Warm and fuzzies, it's not always going to feel warm and fuzzy to you, and definitely not to other people in your life. But that's okay. That's their thing. Don't allow external influences to dictate the choices that you make. Okay, guys? Don't allow external influences to dictate. And I say the word dictate, and I really mean that. You can allow them, hey Lise, how you doing, sweetheart? You can allow them to, give you information, keep you informed, so that you can make an informed decision. But don't allow external influences to dictate how you choose to act. They can influence you, yes. They can influence you, yes. That's fine, as long as you're in control of how it influences you. But to dictate to you, that's a whole nother ballgame. That means that you are not clear on what you want. You are not living your truth. You are not acting from a place of truth. So guys, clarity and truth, they go hand in hand. They're tandem. They have a symbiotic relationship, the whole 9 yards. You need to know your truth so you can get clear. And once you get clear, you can start taking the steps for what it is that you are wanting to create in your life. And simply this, as I always say, you have a conversation with self. And I'm all about having that internal dialogue. This is an internal dialogue between you, me, myself, and I, and my creator, God. And you have that internal dialogue. And you ask yourself, you know, what am I wanting? And once you know what you're wanting, let's get clear about it. And in order to get clear, you have to engage your 5 senses. What does it look like, this thing I'm wanting? What does it feel like, this thing I'm wanting? What does it sound like, this thing I'm wanting? What does it taste like? What does it smell like? Guys, when you engage your senses, you get clarity. You'll get clarity. And the other thing is, hey Jen, how you doing, sweetheart? The other thing is, for all of you who listen to me, I say the same thing over and over and over and over again, and it just is. That being said, don't be in too much of a hurry to get to where it is that you don't know that you're going. All right, guys? Don't be in too much of a hurry to get to where it is that you are going, but you don't know where you're going. You need to know where you're going. And even then, don't be too much of a hurry. Okay, so I'm not clear at this point. To take a couple of opportunities, but change. I need help with that. I know. Okay, all right, Lise. One of the things is, and as I know you personally, one of the things is, it's really important, as I said, to have this dialogue with self. I call it an adult, fun-loving, serious, kick-butt dialogue, internal dialogue with yourself. It comes from a place of truth, and nobody can have this conversation for you because it is about you. And it starts out, Lisa, by simply asking yourself, what am I wanting for me in this moment? Sometimes if we do the life, what am I wanting in my life? That's too big of a chunk. I need to focus on what I'm wanting for me in this moment. And keep asking yourself that question and recognize that it's not what other people think that, you should do. It's not what your girls think. It's not what your family thinks, what your spouse thinks. It's what you think. Truly, what are you wanting for you in this moment, now, this minute? And that can range from anything. The answer might be, I want peace. I want happiness. I want tranquility. I want good interaction. I want this. Whatever the answer is, that's your starting point, because that's where your truth has come to the surface, and truth will always come to the surface. Always, always, truth will come to the surface. So the question to ask yourself, and I really mean this, quiet time, no, cocktails, none of that. Quiet time, just you, sit, I don't know, light a candle, take a couple of deep breaths, get centered, either read something that you find spiritual from the Bible or some other spiritual text, and then start the process. And and literally, Lisa, I mean this. It's like you sit down and you ask yourself, what am I wanting for me? What am I wanting for Lisa in this moment? In this moment. Now, I know Jen's been through the process. She can attest. It really works. It really works. You truly can get clarity. And when whatever comes up, because sometimes things come up and people can be really surprised, like, oh, I want that. Where did that come from? Don't do that. Roll with it. Once you have ascertained what it is that you say that you want, and I'm going to say peace, say it's peace of mind. Then my question to you is, or the question to ask yourself is, what does this peace of mind that I am seeking, what does it look like? And if you can't see what it looks like, what does it feel like? What will it feel like to have this peace of mind? What does it sound like? What does peace of mind taste like? And what does it smell like? You see, for me, peace of mind tastes like Belgian chocolate. Peace of mind smells like rose essential oil or sandalwood, for that matter. What does it sound like? So you've got to engage yourself. The other thing is, if you're having difficulty and truly having difficulty trying to find clarity around your truth, then tell me what you don't want. Tell me what you don't want. And you can flip the script from there. I just want to be happy and with whatever I choose. And yes, peace of mind is priceless. So what I'm hearing you say, Lisa, is I just want to be happy. You just want happiness. So girlfriend, in whatever you choose, we're going to take that out of the equation because that's too broad. So we're going to bring this back in so it's in focus. So I'm going to say to you, Lisa, what does happiness, true happiness, as you've just stated, that's what you want. What does true happiness look like to you? And if you don't know what it looks like to you at this moment, tell me what it feels like. What does it feel like when you think about true happiness in you? What does it feel like to experience that happiness? And what does it sound like? Is it music? Is it rushing water? Is it a wind? Is it a storm? Is it being on the top of a mountain? What does it sound like to you? And then go there. What does true happiness taste like? What does it taste like? Because I know you're a foodie like me. What does it taste like? And then what does it smell like? You see, Lise, once you can start, once you have given the start point by saying you want to be happy. And given that that is coming from a place of truth, within you are all the answers to all the problems and all the solutions to all your dilemmas. What you may need help with, Lise, is, yeah, like filet mignon. Filet mignon, yeah, I know you say that. For me, it's kind of like lobster. What I would say to you is this, Lise. You know what you want. You know you want to be happy. You know that. You know you want to be happy. You know why you are not happy. And you really know why you're not happy. And therefore, what does it look like to harmoniously do something about it? Every answer that you have, every answer that you require comes from in here, and it's not low enough, but here, comes from your mind, in your mind, your thoughts and your heart. It's how you put it together. And Lisa, believe me when I say, and that's, hey, oh my goddaughter's there too. Hey, Heather, believe me when I say, not everybody will feel the warm and fuzzies. I posted something earlier this week that simply said, you need to believe in yourself because sometimes you are the only person who will. You are the only person who will. So, Lise, that is your start point. You want to be happy. I do. I just want to put myself in a position where I need to make. Okay. I just don't want to put myself in a position where I need to make a change again. And I get that. I can respect that, Lise. I can respect that. The flip side to the coin, because I am actually seeing my client walking towards me. So, I get that and I respect that. The one thing that I would say is, based on what you are in the still of the night, asking God for, the conversation that nobody hears, not Catherine, not Anne, not Michelle, nobody. The conversation that you are having between you and God in the still of the night, why the things are unfolding, the way that they are unfolding is because you are being moved so that you can have the things that you want. So, know again what it is that you are wanting. You don't want to make another change. Then be sure that what you do now is the right thing. Is the right thing. Don't do it for the wrong reasons. And you need to know what your wrong reasons are. Do it because it's going to make you happy. Do it because it's going to make you happy. That will be the spinner for every choice that you make. It's going to make you happy. Does that make sense to you, Lise? It's really important. It's really, really important. I mean, because, okay, got you, babes. It's really important because at the end of the day, the older we get is the more, I'm going to say that the more that things shift, balances shift, the scales shift. All the things that we have, things are really nice. Things are really, really nice, okay? Having things. But as we get older, or as you go through things, what you actually realize is that things like your happiness, things like your peace of mind, things like that internal joy, they start bringing the scales further up. They start bringing the scales, it starts tipping the scales in a different way. So, Lise, again, everything that you do from this point forward, you have to put into the equation, does this make me happy? What does it look like for this to make me happy? What does it look like? Hey, Jared, what does it look like for this to make me happy? You have to put that into the equation because that now has become your equation. That now has become your equation for your life until you get to the next stage. And that's for anybody who's listening to this out there. It could be your thing that you are wanting for self. Could be finances. Hey babes, how are you? Yeah, your thing could be finances. It could be work. It could be health. It could be so many different things. Whatever it is the equation. It's part of your life equation. And I know you're still working on it, and I know you're working on it, and I know you will work on it. You know, I really know you do, and I know you will. It's life, it's unfolding. The one good thing is, the one great thing is that life is always doing for us, not to us. Life is always doing for us and not to us. And it's really, really, really important to remember that life is here and working for us. It's not against us. Sometimes based on the choices that we make, it can go against our grain. It's never against the grain of God. It's against our grain. So it's for us to do what it is that we need to do. Many people, and then I'm going to get off because I know my client's going to come through the door. Many people, and Jared, kiss everybody for me. Kiss the girls for me. Kiss Scotland. Scotland, I've been seeing her on YouTube. She is growing so wonderfully. Okay, where I was going with this is nothing really happens to us. There's that saying, you know, God doesn't give us more than we can bear. Okay, and there is truly truth to that. All those old idioms and stuff that people say, there is truth to that. I miss you guys too. There is truth to that. It's important to, guys, it's important to do you. Do you guys. Do you. At the end of the day, I say this every week to the ladies at Shade Tree. I don't know how they just don't roll their eyes in the back of their head like, yeah, whatever, Wendy. None of us are getting out of this game alive. None of us. None of us are getting out of this game alive. The same way we came in is the same way we are all going out. The name of the game is, what is it that you are wanting to do for you in between now and then? What is it that you are wanting for you? The equation, you, your happiness, or whatever it is that you are wanting for you, what does it look like? The new job, the new job, the new house, the new car, the new whatever it is, the equation. You, and what does it look like for you? What is it going to do for you? What are you wanting it to do? And I'm going to go because Pat just got here. So I'm going to go for whatever it is. And as Lisa, you had said, happiness. Happiness. What value will happiness bring to your life? That's another question to ask yourself. And then after that, how will you know that you are happy? How will you know? When you are able to answer these questions, it will assist and support you. And for you, Jared, because I do know you, what value will music bring to your life? And how will you know that you have experienced or you are experiencing that value? And to my goddaughter, I won't even get started on you. No, I love you, babes. It's for everybody, what value. But guys, my client is here. I'm at work. Love you all. Thank you for tuning in. And I'll talk to you guys later. Until next time, I'm Dr. Wendy Dearborn. You can find me at The Laws of Attraction in Action. Peace. Bye.